Hello LAP, this is Brandon Reisinger coming to you with your chairman's report. No, I'm a day late, but I had several meetings yesterday and we just couldn't get it shot, so coming to you on a Friday. Wanted to hit a little bit on the schedule this week. As you all know, the week before Christmas we were supposed to run 500 units and then shake those out, see what we had, look them over for quality, and they actually wanted to test drive the units. Because we weren't able to do that before Christmas, that actually got pushed back and we did that this week. So saw some short shifts. Thursday and Friday pre-delivery spent kind of going over the vehicles. They did get a chance to drive all of those and things aren't looking bad for us. A lot of rumors flying around about next week. Wanted to go ahead and tell you now we are running. It's the ramp up for the 23 model, so it's not going to be full schedule, probably looking at somewhere around 300 trucks a shift, maybe 350. But the plan is to run all week. So just wanted to squash that. No, there's been some rough weeks these past several weeks for the folks that don't get short work week yet. I want to get back to normal as much as anyone. You know, I hate this for you guys, and I know that it's rough. We're trying to get back to normal, and starting next week it looks like we're going to get to that. We're going to be able to work a more regular schedule. For the week of Christmas, we identified 29 new hires that came in either September or October of 22 who do not yet qualify for holiday pay. We sent that list over to unemployment, and the rep that we work with at the unemployment office has actually said they're going to email the pay order forms to those 29 people. So if you hired in this past September or October, I don't know if they've been mailed yet, but please keep an eye on your email because you're going to have a pay order form coming to be able to fill out and get unemployment for the week of Christmas. For everybody else that qualifies for holiday pay, the week of Christmas was 40 hours of holiday pay. There is no need to request a check for that week. So if you've been trying to do that and it's not working, that's why. It's because it was not unemployment for us. On the voucher that they're emailing, it could go to your spam folder. So you might want to check like once a day. And I would go in there, and if you go in your email and just literally search for unemployment, it will pop up even if it's in your spam folder. But when you find that, make sure you get that filled out and send it back. When you fill that out, it's going to ask if you were able and available for work every day. You're going to say yes, and it's going to ask if you were seeking work. You're going to want to say yes on that too. I know you didn't have to go fill out the job search, but the way that unemployment explains it to us is when they ask that seeking, basically if Ford called you and said, hey, we need you to come to work, would you have been willing to? So answer yes on that question. For this week, where we had some short days and production assemblers were off Thursday and Friday, anybody who does not qualify for short work week, which I think we've got about 150 people, you guys are going to need to request a check. You can start requesting this coming Sunday. Labor did send over the file with all of your names, and you have been e-filed for, so you do have a claim open for this week. When you do that, you're going to need to claim wages. So for the 29 people that I just talked about earlier, you guys are just going to claim whatever hours you worked on Tuesday and Wednesday. For people who do get holiday pay but don't get short work week, you guys will need to actually figure for 8 hours at your hourly rate for Monday, and then whatever hours you worked on Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's see here. Just a reminder, the unemployment claim for this week is only for people who do not qualify for short work week. So if you've got over a year's seniority, there is no claim for you this week. There's not going to be anything to do. You're going to get short work week to make up the rest of the week. Wanted to hit on the payroll changes. I know we've gotten a lot of questions on those, and I can't tell you that I'm a master at this new system. The company has changed the payroll website to view our pay stubs. The good news is that this new site gives us the ability to do more things than the old one did. You can go in there, you can view more things than you were able to view before. You're also able to change things like your contact info and your tax withholdings. The bad news is that it's a little bit tougher to navigate and to actually initially get into than the old site was. I'm going to attach the bulletin to the video here that explains how to sign in, and I've also posted that on Facebook. It's got some direction on it. I will, full disclosure, when I went in and did it, I already had the Microsoft Authenticator on my cell phone. So when I went to it, it didn't give me a whole lot of trouble. It just kind of popped up and gave me the number to enter, and I was able to get in. If you don't have the Microsoft Authenticator for the first time, it is a few extra steps, and it's a little bit confusing. The one thing I can tell you that I've run into, any time that it pops up and asks for your email, it's not looking for your personal email. So don't give it your Gmail or your Yahoo or whatever, iCloud, whatever your email's through. What it's looking for is your actual forward email. Anybody that's got a forward email is going to know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't have a forward email, what you're going to use is your CDS ID followed by the @ symbol forward.com. So like for mine is bricing@forward.com. Yours is going to be whatever your CDS ID is @forward.com. That's what you're going to use when it asks for email. Password will be whatever password you were using on the old Check sub-site. If you're having issues getting into it, there is an 800 number that's on the bottom of the bulletin. You can try and call that. I know somebody told me they called it yesterday and didn't have a whole lot of luck with that, but it is worth a shot. If not, I recommend that you go see Labor. Labor's supposed to be trained up on this and able to assist as well. I know there's been some hiccups, and I know folks are frustrated. It's not just at our plant. They rolled this out system-wide, and some of the other plants are hearing the same complaints. It's not the easiest system to get into the first time. One more thing, I have been told by somebody on the floor that if you had the Blue Oval Now app installed on your phone, and you can go on there and you can check your check stubs, and nothing's changed there. There's no extra hoops to jump through. Nothing's been moved around on you, so you might give that a try as well. We got a union meeting coming up next Tuesday. That is the 10th. I put out the wrong date last week on my video, and I apologize for that. It's Tuesday the 10th at KTP. Those meetings are going to be at 1 and 6 p.m. Look forward to seeing you at one of those. Monday, January 16th is Martin Luther King Day. That is a union negotiated holiday, so we will not be working that day. So enjoy your long weekend. We've got the special paint event coming up at the LAP Hall. That's on January 28th. Sign-up deadline on that's January 19th, but the spots are filling up pretty fast from what I'm told. They've got a limited number of spots. Anybody that's done that before, from what I hear, it's a pretty good time. You can sign up at the hall. It is a $10 refundable deposit for UAW members and a $25 charge for any guests. So if you wanted to bring your spouse with you, you're going to be $35 up front. You'll get 10 of that back when you show up. Finally, I kind of wanted to hit on the IEB runoff elections that are coming up. Those ballots are going to be mailed out on January 12th. This last time around, just let me give you some numbers real quick. In the referendum vote, where we decided if we were going to vote for these positions or not, 14% of eligible voters actually returned that ballot to vote on whether or not we wanted to vote. 14%. When it came time to actually vote and we had the election, 10% actually voted. I'm not sure how people that voted for the ability to vote didn't bother to actually vote when it came time to. It's confusing to me, and it needs to change. 14%, that's not a good number either. I would love to see 50% of our membership make this decision. This is a very big decision. This runoff, it's about the future of the UAW. These are the people that are going to lead us actually not next year, we're in 2023. These are the people that are going to lead us this year in negotiations. These are the people making all of our decisions going forward. And it's very important that we get these ballots returned and make our voice known. It doesn't cost you anything but a few minutes of your time. That ballot's going to come in the mail. You get it out of the mailbox, you fill in a couple of boxes, you stick it back in the postage paid envelope, and you put it back in your mailbox. A few minutes of your time. Please make sure you get those back. This election affects everybody. It's going to affect new hires. It's affecting folks that are in the middle of their career, and it's going to affect retirees. You know, this leads the direction for all of us. It's going to have effects on what happens in negotiations. It's going to have effects on day-to-day operations of the UAW. So please remember to receive and return your ballot. Receive it, fill it out, return it. It's not hard. Please do it. I'm encouraging everybody to put their ballot back in the mailbox the same day they get it. You know, you put it on your, lay it on the counter, it gets buried under a couple of pieces of junk mail, and the next thing you know, you missed the deadline. So please, get it back the day that you get it. I can't put out in the video who I support or why. I am willing to have that conversation with anyone who wants to ask me. Feel free to reach out to me or stop me when you see me walking through the plant, and I'll have that conversation with you, but I can't put it on this video. I just wanted to make sure everybody knows how important this election is, and that we need to make sure that we vote and have our voice heard. That's all I got this week. Sorry if this video ran a little bit longer than normal, but had a few things I was wanting to get out. A lot of things to hit on that have happened over the past couple of weeks. Everybody enjoy your long weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Thanks.